What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day, very sunny today, as you can see. My beautiful top shining all along. I hope you're doing great. I see you from all over the place. Thank you for following us, for watching us from South Africa. Thank you very much. Thank you from Kenya. We appreciate you. From Nigeria, Ghana, Malawi. Thank you so much. From Sudan. Thank you very much. All across Europe, UK, and the United States of America. We appreciate you. Thank you, brothers from the Caribbean, Jamaica, all over. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Is this your first time with us? Please feel free to join us, join the crew so we can make our voice much bigger, okay? Please subscribe and, do this. You know what it is. I shouldn't be able to remind you all the time what this is. So, today we are here again to talk about something very interesting, something drastic actually happening in Niger. Niger or Niger, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So we're going to put a map up here to show our brothers where Niger is. Very close, sounds like Nigeria, but it's Niger. Beautiful country, French speaking. Yes, unfortunately, they were colonized by the French, like many other African nations. So now, also after the colonization, obviously the French were installing or some kind of, cooperating with leaders that were pro-France or pro-Europe, pro-colonization, as many people may say. So now we have a situation here. They say ECOWAS threatens to use force against Niger junta. The West African Economic Bloc, ECOWAS, has given coup leader in Niger 1 week to cede power and reinstate the country democratically elected president Mohamed Bazoum or face possible military intervention. Yeah. So ECOWAS called on Sunday that the immediate release and reinstatement of Niger President Mohamed Bazoum, who was arrested during coup on Wednesday. So what's happening here? Mohamed Bazoum has been president of Niger for a while. And the people of Niger are tired because they feel like Mohamed Bazoum work for the Western nations, for the Western powers, for the colonialists, instead of actually working for the people of Niger. A group of military decided to come and topple the president and remove him from office. And now ECOWAS has decided to send a warning to them. We're going to find out what's ECOWAS here. So they say, ECOWAS say in the event that the authority demands are not met within 1 week, we will take all measures necessary to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Omar Touré, the ECOWAS Commission president, said following an emergency meeting in Nigeria. ECOWAS had an emergency meeting in Nigeria after the toppling of the president Mohamed Bazoum of Niger. And they've said to the people who have taken power now, we give you 1 week to get out of the country and reinstate the president, or else we're going to bring weapons and an army to come and fight you. So what is ECOWAS? Because obviously Niger is a country, it's a free country. How come ECOWAS may launch a warning to a free country telling them to reinstate a president or else they're going to face consequences? ECOWAS is a group of countries in West Africa. The main goal of ECOWAS is to promote economic cooperation among member states in order to raise living standards and promote economic development. ECOWAS has also worked to address some security issues by developing peacekeeping force for conflicts in the region. So ECOWAS are some countries. What countries compose ECOWAS? We have Benin, Burkina Faso, Cabo Verde, Côte d'Ivoire, the Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Togo. These are the countries that forms ECOWAS. Because they are a bloc, they work together, they're all situated in West Africa. They sort of look after each other. The 15-nation bloc specifically threatened the military junta led by General Abdurrahman Chani with the use of force. So General Abdurrahman Chani is currently the intermediary president of Niger. They decided to take over power in Niger, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Because they have taken power, these leaders of ECOWAS have come forward and saying, you know what, if you do not get off power and reinstate the previous president, we're going to come and meet you with force. So we're going to come and attack you. Does ECOWAS have the power to go and attack Niger, a free country? Say realistically, no, it's not possible. ECOWAS doesn't have the military means to launch an operation in Niger. He says the issue is that nobody in the army has come to the rescue of President Bazoum. So nobody in the army of Niger has threatened the junta to come and help the president that's been toppled. So he says again, ECOWAS have no support on the ground. If you flew a couple of special force now by plane to Niamey, which is the capital of Niger, they would have the whole army against them. So in some ways, people from Niger are happy with what's happening. They clearly were not very happy with their president, who was clearly supported and supporting the West. So this is what I'm saying. Can you just believe you live in a world where something happens in your country and foreign country, let me just say neighbors country, say they're going to come and start war with you guys because you made a decision to topple your president? Does this make any sense? Okay, this is your country. Niger is your country. You feel like the president is not doing a good job. Is promoting and helping foreign nations, foreign powers into enriching themselves. The people of Niger stand up and go and topple the president. And some old dude from different countries, neighboring countries, say, you know what, if you don't reinstate the president, we are coming to do war with you guys. Does that make any sense to you? Doesn't make any sense to me. In the meantime, Mali and Burkina Faso have stood very strong. They say, if you dare come and attack Niger, you're going to declare war against us. So Burkina Faso and Mali, which are also both run by a military junta following recent coup, because, it happens also in Burkina Faso and Mali, presidents were toppled and the power is within the army. They strongly rebuked ECOWAS for weighing the option of using force against Niger. On Monday, they threw their support behind the newly instated power in the neighboring Niger and warned against any military intervention in the country's affair. They say any military intervention against Niger will be a declaration of war against Burkina Faso and Mali. I think this is very good. Very, very good. They also warned that an army intervention could destabilize the entire region. So, fellas, this is very interesting. I mean, Niger decided to take over, to take their own destiny in hand, or at hand, if you prefer. And foreign neighboring countries say, you know what, we're going to come and do war with you if you don't reinstate the president. Okay? Does that make any sense? And in the same token, French President Emmanuel Macron said anybody that dares threaten French interests will be faced with the most fierce reaction from France, meaning France is ready to destroy anybody or anything that threatens its interest in the region. So French people clearly want Bazoum, who is the previous president, to remain in power. They don't like the new guys. So let me put it into perspective for you. France has got about 1,500 military personnel in Niger. The USA has got about 1,000 military personnel in Niger. And the USA said in a statement that the coup d'etat is not finalized yet, meaning they do not consider that the government is changed. You hear that? They in America do not consider that the government in Niger has changed yet, even though the president is not in office anymore. What does that tell you? America does not consider that the government has changed. French people say anybody that threatens their interest in the region will be faced with fierce reaction from them. All of a sudden, ECOWAS say if you do not reinstate the president, we are coming to the country to bomb everybody. How does this sound to you? United States, France, and ECOWAS are seemingly having very similar statements. Now, my question is this. If the people of Niger get attacked, will it honestly be from ECOWAS personnel or will it be from the French troops that are in Niger and the Americans that are still there? Because obviously, it's their interest that is threatened. What's important is to understand the will of the people of Niger. It is clear that the people of Niger were tired of Mohamed Bazoum. They wanted something new. Because they say on Sunday, thousands of demonstrators waving the Russian flag gathered in Niamey, Niger capital, to show support to the new military rulers. And also, very interestingly, Wagner has encouraged the coup. They've welcomed the coup. They say they are ready to offer help. I don't know how that sounds. I'm not 100% sure how that sounds. Germany suspends aid to Niger after coup. So Berlin makes a decision after the European Union and France to cut financial aid to Western African nations. So according to their website, the EU had allocated 503 million euros from its budget to improve governance and education and sustainable growth in Niger from 2021 to 2024. So they've decided to cut it. 503 million euros. That's a lot of money. European Union has cut aid. France has cut aid. Germany has cut aid. France say every interest of France that's going to be threatened in the region will be faced with fierce response. The United States say they do not consider that the government has changed. ECOWAS say they're going to send troops and go fight. How does this sound to you, fellas? In the same time, the Russian Wagner say they're ready to come and help. Does this sound like war coming into Africa to you? Does this sound like ECOWAS could be France and the USA soldiers fighting in the name of ECOWAS and lying to the people ECOWAS has actually done something? Because realistically, ECOWAS does not have the troops to go and fight the full army of Nigerians. Doesn't make sense, right? So the bottom line is this. Africans have awakened. They don't have time for nonsense anymore. They want to take things within their own hands and actually rule for the people. They want to create their own avenues, their own dreams, their own life. They are tired of being forever colonized by countries that are just looting and stealing and destroying from them. Let me know how you feel about this. This is very interesting. The French president is very angry. I don't know. This guy thinks we're still in the 1960s or I don't know. Whoever threatened my interest will be faced with the... I mean, this is other people's country. This is not France. How can you talk like that? Mali and Burkina Faso say they're going to defend Niger if any military operation is operated over there. And this is Africans waking up. And also the president of Guinea has condemned ECOWAS statement. Let me know how you feel about this. I think this is very interesting. Always a pleasure to read from you guys. It's awesome. Please leave a comment. Don't go without leaving a comment. We want to learn from you. We want to develop each other. God bless.